Hello, my name is Gemma and I am the Visitor Experience Coordinator here at the museum, but I used to run a costume hire shop. So today, for our 140 objects for 140 years, I would like to talk about some of the pieces in our collection that are our costume and fashion collection. They're really popular pieces when they go out on display, and I thought it was really nice to highlight some of the pieces that we have up here in our Birmingham History Galleries that are Edwardian and Victorian and have a very Brummy connection. So firstly, this beautiful black satin and cream embroidered dress, which was created in 1902 by a company just down the road in New Street, which was called Turner, Sons and Nephews. This dress would have been a middle-class lady's dress. It would have been made to measure. She would have changed her outfit 2 or 3 times a day, which is quite phenomenal. This one was possibly worn for afternoon visiting, and you can kind of see this from the fact that the top half of it is almost like a little jacket. It's got very structured boning underneath in metal in the corset, so probably not the most comfortable of things to wear, but certainly a lady of leisure rather than a lady who had to do any work. It's handmade and it is beautifully adorned with these thistles, which are all hand embroidered, but it would have been altered over several years of the lady wearing it. In fact, it was probably created more around 1882. So the amount of lace, frills and decor all contributed to show wealth and status. As you can see, the bulk of the skirt and material is gathered at the back. By the late 1880s, the much larger bustled shape, created by quite cumbersome bustle contraptions that was so popular in the 1870s, was no longer in favour. Instead, a small horsehair pad could be used, attached inside the skirt to shape a more pronounced silhouette. So I have a replica pad here, which costumiers would use, and they would tie it round the waist so that it would sit just like that, and it would create the same silhouette. Skirts were becoming more simpler and less restrictive by the 1890s, and this reflected the growing interest in physical freedom for women connected to the growing New Woman movement, an important strand of turn-of-the-century feminism. Cut in an A-line shape falling from the waist, skirts were liberated from structural aids. They did, however, rely on heavy materials and stiff petticoats to create a still defined silhouette. A large amount of skirt and petticoats could create the same illusion, yet be slightly more practical. Not entirely, but slightly.